Hi, I got the Distress ink cubes, the mini ones, just recently, and I decided to do a color chart because some colors you can never guess, like the colors that's on the cube. It's not really what it's looking like when you actually blend them out, when you color them. So this is all 48 colors. I have one last step to do, which is to label, put a label beneath each and every one of them. At this moment, I'm not going to do that yet, maybe at a later stage, because I just don't have the labels right now, so I'm going to do that another time. But this is how it looks like, and I actually put them all, I color them out. So what I did is I used mini blending foam, and I blend the colors on the right, and then I use the cube directly and go over the paper a few times. So that would be like the other half. So the right side would be the blended one, and the left would be the more concentrated direct on paper kind. So I actually labeled them, not labeled, sorry, I actually put them into a sequence whereby it's in accordance to what I have on the containers. So from the top to the bottom, moving from the left to the right, let me go through with them. The first one would be spun sugar, followed by worn lipstick, picked raspberry, barn door, festive berries, fired brick, aged mahogany, ripe persimmon, and then we have squeezed marmalade, mustard seed, scattered straw, wild honey, and then we have the next one. This one is spice marmalade, milled lavender, tattered rose, Victorian velvet. Then we have shaded lilac, dusty concord, seedless preserves, old paper, bundled sage, shabby shutters, peeled paint, forest moss. And then we have mowed lawn, crushed olive, evergreen bow, peacock feathers, pine needles, tumbled glass, broken china, salty ocean, stormy sky, faded jeans, chipped sapphire, antique linen. And then this one would be dried marigold. Then beneath that is the tea dye, rusty hinge, brushed corduroy, whatever, vintage photo, gathered twigs, walnut stain, pumice stone, frayed burlap, weathered wood, ice spruce, and lastly black soot. So these are all 48 colors that I have here. And what I did is actually I took a piece of transparency paper, and for this first row I actually put this Tombow Mono Multi liquid glue, and then I don't directly put it down, rather I let it dry for a bit, say maybe 1 minute or maybe half a minute, then I paste them on. And this is so that I learned somewhere on YouTube, I can't remember who I learned it from. This is so that you can easily remove them, like see, you can easily remove them, and right beneath is actually the glue. And I ran out of patience of doing this, so I took the dots, the adhesive dots, and I just paste it behind and just do it. And I find that I have difficulty like getting it out. I would tear the paper, but for convenience sake, what I mean is to save time, I actually did that from this row, from the yellows all the way down. I did that with the adhesive glue, adhesive dots, sorry. So my recommendation is that if you have time, go do it with the liquid glue. You'll be really thankful for doing that later on. So I ran out, the transparency paper isn't big enough, so I put a piece of vellum, and I just stuck it there right beneath just some kind of tape. Sorry. So right at the back you can see all the names, you know, they're not in the right way, you know, some is like upside down, and yeah, so I labeled them at the back so that, you know, when I do the blending I know which is which, what is what. So yeah, before I go, I'm gonna share with you something that my husband bought for me today. He's really sweet. I asked him to pay for it and he did. So it's the Derwent Inktense 72 color pencils. I'm really, I can't even describe, you know, I'm really happy I finally got it. I actually went to I actually have intention of getting the Prismacolor pencils, but the store wasn't open, and even though I waited like 5 minutes to 6 minutes past the scheduled opening time hour, it's still not open. So I thought they don't open on Sundays, but later on I found out that they do open on Sundays, but I was actually elsewhere already, so it's pointless making a trip back to the store. I actually found out that in Singapore, Prismacolor pencils, you can get them from this shop in Bras Basah complex called Art Mark. You know, we have the Art Friend here, which is pretty popular, but this Art Friend, they don't carry Prismacolor, they carry Derwent. So if you want Prismacolor, you gotta go to Art Mark, which is just directly one story up of Art Friend in Bras Basah complex. Do bear in mind that Prismacolor comes in many different types of quantities, and I only found out the price for the 72, and that is about like 200 Sing dollars. That's really expensive. I believe I can get it cheaper in Amazon. So that's not on my list for the moment because it's just too expensive, and I would like to get the big set. I don't want to get a small one and play around with it. I want to get a big one immediately, and you know, because I've read lots of good reviews about the color pencils. Even though the standard dropped a little bit, I read, but it's still good enough, you know, for using with like Gamsol. Can you see that? Yep. Okay. So this box of Derwent Inktense 72 pieces, they only cost like, that's like a 20% discount. Now normal price it would be close to $100. Member, if you're a member of Art Friend, you can buy it at close to 90 bucks. Now with 20% discount, I got it for nearly 80 bucks, which is pretty good price. 72 pieces. I'm sure you have seen all the colors, so there's actually 2 layers, 1 layer of 36 each. So these are the colors. I'm sure you've seen them before, but if you haven't, then yeah, these are all the colors. I'm not gonna name them because it's just too long of a list. So this is what this is what I want to share with you today, and this is what I got today, and I'm really happy, and I'm gonna start playing with them probably today or tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's about all. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and yeah, I'll catch up with you next time. See you. Bye. Oh, blessed Sunday. Bye.